And action! When disaster strikes, it's gonna strike when you least expect it. So if you're having a good time, look behind you, bro. Yo, what do you want, huh? What do you people want from us? We're doing our best, even at our worst. You know what I'm saying? We just experienced major technical difficulties. Now, either there was a mole inside the organization and we were taken down from the inside, or it was a simple communication error or a clerical error. Something happened where the file structure, someone decided to go in and tidy up the old Show of Life folder system in the computer. And it just so happened that all the assets from all the different weekly doses and all the other instances of Show of Life were all like connected through this strange Taper 420 web of file folders that were all slowly linked back to the Ustream producer. And it was all linked together. Now, you know we say go big, go home, and that's for two reasons. I repeat, two reasons. We used to be a one-camera show, but now you see, the reality is, we're a two-camera show. Now we're a two-camera show. Did you hear me? I said we're a two-camera show. So, we're big boy status. We're going back to big boy status. So we're trying to produce the show, make it better, you know? But with that comes, you know, growing pains. And you guys just experienced these growing pains. And unfortunately, when I woke up this morning, I forgot to set my clocks back. Even though daylight savings was the other day. Fall back. What you gonna do? Relax. I told Taper a minute ago. Now, here's something. I said, Taper, fall back. But he didn't, man. He was pressing on like a true soldier. I will say this is a rare thing. I don't even know if I'm within a handful of people, or maybe 2 or 3 people that have ever seen Taper just be angry like this, man. But I wish he was like this all the time, man. We'd be taking over blocks. You know what I mean? He was pretty rowdy. So we lost all our assets, all the clips and this and that. The file structure was renamed and everything was destroyed. But I think that's a beautiful poetic metaphor for the fact that people's shit got destroyed, you know? Sandy was the worst hurricane. I grew up in Jersey. I grew up on the Jersey Shore. Now, it's interesting. We're not getting a lot of attention in the area I grew up in, which is like the North Shore. So all the people that go down Atlantic City and all these things, even LBI and all this, I was way up. I was about an hour outside the city, so... But we were still on the shore, you know, right up there. And people got slammed, devastation. You get taken out, you lose assets. And so tonight when we lost a lot of our video, audio, and pictorial assets, I say, just got to roll with it. But Taper was pissed, man. We were all ready to go on live at 9. I even lost the vibe I had. This is a whole new show. Yeah, just kidding. It'll always be the same show. Just a revolving cast. Which I will say, we had some interesting characters this weekend. I don't know if any of you are new tuning in, or if you're our die-hard fans that have been with us for the past 3 years since Hampton 2009. I don't know, but interesting characters this weekend. I don't know if you knew the word. I don't know if you've tuned in. There's been a lot of chatter, and I just want to address it. For us, is the most important thing is to do the show, to do the programming and the content, right? So you get this whole idea that everyone talks about, always go live, never do a rehearsal. So that pretty much is the quintessential nature of what we're about. And we are building the infrastructure. We're talking web, Twitter, Facebook. It's been there. It's been a loose structure. We're building all of these things slowly over time as we go. It's not like we're working on our greatest masterpiece and someday we're going to be done. No, but because for us, it's about doing the show and keeping it rolling. So if we don't have a website, or we used to, what happened is, if you're a new viewer, we used to have a website all going, all set, and all these things, and a Twitter, Facebook accounts, and there was some problems, some technical difficulties we ran across. Maybe it was our management structure. I really don't know. I'm not one to speak on these things. I'm just a guy in a wig on a couch. And I just tell me what to do up in here. So I would say, look, we're a different format. It's a long format thing. If you the talking heads say you might miss it, so you gotta watch things and keep tuned in because you might miss something. But don't worry, if you do miss something, your friends will tell you about it, and then we'll do something else down the line then you'll be there for that. But what we have learned is that, you know, making a documentary or, you know, even just a short video piece about something, or a movie, it's one of those tasks that you need a large group. If you're an independent, small time filmmaker or video or streamer and dreamer, you know, it's tough sometimes to complete the project. So you need tons of help. But what we try to do is just get it done as best we can instead of not doing it. I see a lot of these documentaries, a lot of these videos I come across. I do research on YouTube. I mean, I've been doing research for years, since the interwebs were first being woven. And I come across things and I see the biggest thing that I see is that people start these projects and they don't finish them. And they never get out there to the people. So, Taper shaking his head. He knows. He was involved in one of those projects, Project 17. But what I vow that we will make this all come true. If any projects that you guys are working on that you want to see to completion, we're going to leverage our assets and our teams here at the show to get that done once we establish the general infrastructure. But I say, if you ever join the team, guys, number one, paramount, above all else, numero uno, if you will, know this. Do not fuck with Taper 420's directory structures, file names, folder names, anything of the sort. Because that's the biggest no-no that could happen. Because it could lead to disaster pieces. And your peanut butter and jelly sandwich might turn into a stepped-on, driven-over, crunchy lot grilled cheese. Another metaphor that I like to use. Taper and I, peanut butter and jelly. For all the new viewers that need some of that lot knowledge. I'd just like to give a shout out to AZ. And you know who you is if you're watching, right? All right. Now we're ready to start the show. I needed to get some things off my chest first. It's almost as if the interesting thing, it's a discipline move, really. Because to go live, never do a rehearsal whenever you want is one thing. But to go live and never do a rehearsal at a specific point in time, that's a tall order. Because you don't know what could happen. You need to be prepared hours in advance. Oh, what'd you think of the intro? Did you guys like that? Did we play that, right? Or did we lose it? Did we go
No, we didn't have it.
We didn't have it. Oh, never mind. Some things got pushed back. We have so much went down even this weekend. I don't even. We're talking big leagues. We were in the World Bar. If you know where that is, it's in the Trump World Tower in New York City, in the heart of Manhattan. That's where we were this weekend, streaming. Taper and I in a bar, pushing people out of the way, setting up tripods. It was nuts. He had 2 legs of the tripod rigged. Where was it? And one on the case. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Hello. We got SOP Cruise. The whole SOP. We were with your. Is that Zach? I had no idea. 8-minute speed dating? Speed dating? Who knew? Now, it's one thing when you get your straight wigman, but wigman on speed dating, that is when it gets fired up. I was fired up. Look at me. Dude, I met some nice people there. Let me tell you something. Hold on a sec. What are you doing over there, Taper? I'm distracted by Taper 421.
I'm trying to find to start the clip.
He's really doing it. This guy, I'm telling you, you could give him a smashed cassette tape and like some tape. What?
We're all ready. We got the concert clip also.
Oh wow! Look, he's even got the concert clip. You guys don't even know the computer was crashing. Let me just take it over to this camera, just for emphasis. Okay, guys.
Oh.
What? Is it frozen?
Yes.
Oh, it's frozen. It froze up. Hey, we're testing this out for the first time. Not for the first time, however, because our true fans switch to the frozen one while I talk. Someone might just be tuning in right now and they'll be like smacking their computer screen like, what happened? Hey guys, so what happened was we added a second camera. I'm so stoked on the second camera. And if you guys missed the secret show last night, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. That means that you're not, what do they have to do to get those? Be a subscriber? What?
They have to be in our crowd.
Oh, in our crowd. See, each of these websites, and like I said, we have our own website. It's under construction. We own the domain.
Second camera's back up.
Okay, second camera. Oh, I see my mouth moving. I thought it was still. Sorry. So, guys, we're working on this, make the show better bit. And here it is. If you missed the secret show last night, you missed a lot. And it ran smoother. We were running over a DSL network, which was a nightmare. That's why we went here. Back to the studio. For cable, their power just came back yesterday. Internet yesterday. So we had no idea. We were down in the city all weekend, like I said, we were trumping it up. Trumped up charges. Nah, not us. So, I mean, so much is going on. We're not into just letting it all out at once. I mean, I don't even think we're going to be able to get to our polished piece. We have a nice polished piece. I know a lot of people like the poster show from AC. It was great. Reba Reporter, she did a great job. In contact with her again. We're going out for a live shoot for a concert on November 12th. So stay tuned for that. I'm pretty sure I could get Reba Reporter on the line on the lot. I don't know what you'd call it. What do they call it when you're on location shooting and you're there? Taper. On location? We'll get Reba Reporter on location with us on November 12th. So that's going to be something separate than the weekly dose. And I know things are confusing because it goes deep into the culture, but our fans, our hardcorest of fans, are going to help our friends out there to get caught up on the lot knowledge that they need to be on the level that they need to be on the show. What's up, Tabor? What you do? Hey now, kids, we're getting good at this. It's practice. It's all practice. So last night we did a secret show, and it was the weekly dose, but it was the missing weekly dose. And let me tell you, we got silly. So for anyone that was there witnessing, we just said, fuck it, we're just going to go live and not tell anybody.
It's only going to be up for a week on Ustream.
Oh, it's still
for our crowd.
Oh, listen to this. Tabor's telling me. So this is what brings me back around to the crowd business. So on Ustream, if you join a crowd of one of the broadcasters, or if you're a user on Ustream and you join in their crowd, there's certain bonuses you could get. So we're kind of, because the culture of our show, no one could take our show all at once. It would be too overwhelming. They'd explode. So it's kind of layered. So that's why we do this. So there's some footage that you'll never ever see, and then unless you saw it live, obviously. And then there's some footage you'll see edited. You'll see polished pieces. There might be some footage you can only get if you follow a secret map and find a geocached little flash drive or something. And we're gonna get to that point. So if you join the crowd, if you're part of Ustream, if you're watching this through an embed in another website, I know some of our friends out there embed the show in their sites too, which we appreciate. So if you're catching it out there somewhere, just know you could go to the Ustream, come to our channel. It's theshowoflife.com. Pretty straightforward. Join the crowd, and then you could get access to the secret show. I don't even remember it. I didn't care. I was picking my ear. I was doing things that you shouldn't do. Whereas I strive to be an uber professional broadcaster. That's what I'm going for, but last night I just really didn't try to contain myself at all. I just let love rule. It was a test on the 2-camera thing. And to see if the DSL would work. Kids at home. My point is, we got so much going on, I don't even know if we're going to get to the Natalie Cressman interview. Hello. And if you don't know who Natalie Cressman is, there's something wrong with you. You need to know. You need to get your head right. She's got the goods, man. Delivered hard on the goods. Now, someone like Trey is not going to go out and look, you know, just play, you know. What I'm saying is, Trey isn't going to just go out and just pick some trombone player off the street. Although, there may be a nice saxophone player you could pick up off the lot, but hey, you know, you never know. My vote's for that guy. But one trombone player that Trey went for, it's Natalie Cressman, putting together her own thing, Secret Garden, her own sextet, Natalie Cressman, who's putting out albums, getting it done in the face of all these shitty music industry execs. Hello, Natalie Cressman. Yo, the girl's got it on lock, and we were lucky enough to get a chance to stream her and her band, help get the word out about their new CD, Unfolding, because let me tell you, it's getting real up in here. Things are becoming real, and I don't know, if you look at the graphic, and I don't know what they got as far as marketing and publicists. I mean, you know, there's some push behind this, so they're going for something, but I'm telling you, there's real raw talent here with their band, especially her band and herself. They're a force to be reckoned with. When I saw, they were, all right, so the trumpet player and her were playing, right? So you got the trombone and the trumpet, they're playing, they're grooving, and they would do these things. I don't know if anyone noticed, anyone that was at the show this weekend, they would do these, like, they would, like, cross. They would, the trumpet would go up here, and the trombone, they would just, like, psh, to get the sounds, like, it was nice, it was stylish. There's a lot, and we got the dirt, we got the scoopity scoop, we got the gluppity glup, okay? And as soon as our Borfin is fixed, when we unschlump it, we're going to release it to the masses. Broadcast it to the masses. That's what I like to say. So we got this sweet, sweet Natalie Cressman interview. And me, you know how I like to ramble on? I mean, we're still in our intro, our opening segment here. Sometimes our broadcasts push on for 6 hours deep. And I'm telling you, we look at the metrics. You guys don't leave. Now, don't be embarrassed of that. Just hang out with us. It's fine. It's cool. We're not going to tell anyone that you just, you know, wasted 3 hours of your life on the dose or the show of L, whatever you may call it. Which, by the way, new hashtag coming out. We had a big push for Twitter. We got people backing up their cars. You know, like lines at the gas station when there's no gas. It's like that. We got a team coming down. So new hashtag, Show of L. If you have anything to say about the show on Twitter, you want to get at us, best way to reach us really is hashtag on Twitter, Show of L, or on the phone it's 347 Show of L. So that's easy to remember. And then it's Show of Life. That's our show. This, you're watching the Weekly Dose, where we bring you news and views and peruse anything that's going on and choose to show you some of our clips if we want to or not, and talk to Mr. Clifton in the back, who's sponsoring half of this stuff. And we don't take no for an answer, is basically what it comes down to. Now look at this. I had to ask, because I'm a celebrity whore. Ding, can I get my picture with you? Come on, girl. No, she was all about it. Very gracious, so humble, great musician, and she really gets it, and it's great. I mean, it's just a young, up-and-coming musician, New York style-y. Most of the band's in Brooklyn. There's a lot of vibe there. In the past year, I've been to Brooklyn a lot, and spoiler alert, we're moving our studios to Brooklyn. Holla! You thought the show was cool before? Now it's going to have the BK stamp of approval, which will allow us to expand to much larger audience, you know, demographic. But that's not the reason we're doing it, because we don't kowtow or try to appeal to any sort of demographic. Because we're so niche. You don't gotta be rich to be niche, kids. That's what I'm trying to tell you, see? So the reason we're really moving to Brooklyn is because that's where the action's at. Half her band's there. I thought she lived there. She's in the Big Apple because she's at school up there. But that's where things go down. And I was joking with my friend the other day. He contacted me while we were in town. I was staying at some dear close friends of mine in Brooklyn when we went in for the SOP boat cruise, which I was emceeing, if you didn't know, which was quite an event, which we're going to get to later in the show. But I hadn't realized. My buddy called me up. He said, "Hey, where, you know, what's going down? You know, where are you at?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm in Brooklyn." He's like, "What?" He's like, "What are you doing? You got to come hang." I'm like, "Look, I can't do that. I got this Natalie Cressman thing on lock, man. I'm going big MC, wig MC, JJ all day. Where's my Jolly J? I'm just I'm cray-cray. I'm so excited with no delay. And if I'm latent, I will repent and do my penance and write you 10 sentences. 3 times nice. Please, please. I believe it's magic. Now, you know Taper likes Ghostbusters. It was Halloween too. But Taper really likes Back to the Future. Right? Oh shit. I'm like which camera is it gonna be? I gotta be careful. I gotta watch that monitor.
You always have to look at the one that's on, you know.
I don't. Oh, all right. You're right. He's spicing things up. I like this. How do you guys feel? Is it silky enough for all you people? So in the wake, I mean, we're in this. Me personally, I've been without power. Taber's just got his power back yesterday. Taber was at my house yesterday. The day before, we were in Brooklyn for 2 days. Before that, no power at my house, no internet, no power here. Tapers, people's houses. The town my mom lives in, New Jersey, no lie. They got 7 feet of sand. What? What's going on? It's a cold front. 7 feet of snow? No, 7 feet of sand coming in. That's like, what? So I apologize. Normally the show is bolted down pretty hard before we go live. And, you know, this is a can of worms. That just is we're trying to like gnaw through it. Yes. See, that's where I fucked up, and that's why if the show was, we did it not the right way, because there is no right way when you're always live, never do rehearsal. But the way I would have had it, I wanted to open the show with the DVD. We need to stop everything. I mean, talk about, all right. A lot of shit went down, and infrastructure crumbled. The serious shit went down. Really. A lot of people from across the country have no idea. The people that traveled into New York City to see, you barely caught a glimpse of it, but just some fucked up shit's been happening. One of our own family here at Chauvel, DVD, who I love and adore and just wanted to squeeze her and want to bring her on camera so much all the time. I just love the girl to death, and she didn't think I liked her. And I don't know, I have a connection with DVD. We're going to gorilla out. Unfortunately, she is sick in the hospital. I'm very, very, very sick. Very sick. So, we need to be sending love and vibes to her to help her get well, to help her heal, to get her back on her feet so she could come back out to be with us. Because she missed this weekend. It was killing me. And my wife missed this weekend. Killing me. Because of all this shit going down. Pardon my French. Trying to clean up the show. So, DVD, we love you. We miss you. We want you back. Please, be okay. Work it out. I'm being held back from getting the information about her, so there's nothing I can even say. I don't even know. So, I just want her to get better, to go back, and put this one projecting out there. Okay. Alright. It's like, the shit gets real. I'm very lucky. In my whole life, shit didn't really get real until recently in the past year, I'd say. For real. But we need to keep pushing forward. So here we are. It's the intro of the show. We're telling you about all the great, wonderful things we're doing. We're talking about branching out in the larger culture, bringing not just the weekly dose, because this is something we started just to kind of promote what we do when we're on location, and which we didn't used to be able to do as much. And even still, we can't do it as much as we'd like. So we need this to keep you guys informed and interested in what we're doing. So, we did the Natalie Cressman Secret Garden concert stream this weekend. And talk about doing 2 camera angles. We were ready to go with that. If I even get into that, I mean, I don't even know how to lay this show out. It's so ridiculously, like, robust. I think in hour 5 we might start talking about the Natalie Cressman situation. But let's talk about Sandy and just get everything out there. Just get all of our emotions out. If any of you, 347 show of L, if you have any stories or Sandy stories or anything you know, just let me just make sure. I need to turn my ringer on. You know, if you need vibes, if someone's hurting, whatever, call it what taper?
Did you switch the line over?
I didn't, but
You did?
no.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Never mind. Don't call in yet. We're doing something. See, what happened in the beginning of the show is we were gonna go live at 9. We had this cool intro clip, and then and the 2 cameras. You know, we had everything, and it was the file structure thing. It started this domino effect of we had to keep rebooting the computer, and the assets were gone. It was crazy. It was crazy. We're using a different computer than we normally use. Things were crashing the internet. Oh, that's all I have ingrained in my mind. But that's it. It's that disaster. It's those houses toppling. It's those crushing waves. I mean, that's what's going on here, metaphorically speaking. It's crazy. I mean, can we pull up the Ryan Kerrigan poster real quick?
Huh?
I just want to show something that I just realized. Whenever you get it, just put it up there. I'm going to keep rambling on. We need you. Here's the thing.
One is that?
Helping. It's this Natalie Cressman cruise.
Oh,
the Ryan Kerrigan. I just wanted to show you guys something because I find it interesting. Just sometimes I feel art's expressed in there's prognosticated. There's like a prognostication of things sometimes through art, and I think that's because it's coming through this. You know, a lot of artists say it's like it was coming through me, not just I was creating something. So, which Mike talked about on his hotline. So check this poster. I mean, it's this like wave. This wave is. There's so much here, and I didn't see it before, but you see this wave coming in. This Natalie Cressman crest, man. You know, it's cresting, and then it's going back in. It's folding and unfolding. It's going in and then back around in this larger graphic above, that like mandala or whatever, yantra. No, it's not yantra, but that's behind there. It's this huge wave just coming in on the city, and so I don't know. Just that to me is interesting on so many levels because here we are. All right. No, really, let's break it down. And I'm just doing this off the top of my head because I'm just making these connections as I'm talking. You have this SOP cruise. You have the School of Fish boat cruise featuring Natalie Cressman coming and Secret Garden. And then suddenly there's this huge onslaught of Sandy, weather and water. Hurricane Sandy coming through up in there, and this deluge really comes down at the moment, at the time, energetically. This large gathering of this school of fish in the aftermath of this devastating deluge of water. I don't know. It's on this boat cruise. So you got the boat cruise, the water, the crest, and then the deluge. And then the aftermath, and that's where we're at now, kids. What up? We're back. So, what I really want to say is, though, in all seriousness, there's so much you can do. A lot of my friends, I have to go. My mom hasn't even been allowed back into the town she lives in yet because there was all sand shifting and gas mains breaking, I guess, was the story. They're in Philly. Everyone's okay or whatever. They saw actually some pictures on Facebook. She thinks her house is okay. And all this. But what I'm saying is there's so many people reaching out. I called my dad. He lives in this like apartment condo complex. And so there's, upstairs and downstairs is obviously. And so I was checking in on him, and everyone was just trapped in doing their thing. I said, well, how are you? Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. I'm on the second floor. I'm like, what's the town look like? He's like, it's destroyed. He's like, this is the worst one ever. Like when I was a kid, there was a big storm and there was a flood in my town, and people were paddling around and on surfboards with paddles and boats and whatever. But he was like, this was the worst one ever. He was downstairs. They were on all the downstairs apartments. They were ripping out all the sheetrock, all the flooring. Like, I mean, and they got taken down. So I talked to him. My dad was helping out. Other friends of mine on Facebook. Nothing's going on. No power. No one's working. They're just like helping out, like helping people get in their houses, demoing houses, and these sorts of things. You guys are like, what can we do to help? And that's what my point was, is to text Red Cross if you want. You could text them at 90999. It's 90999. Texting the Red Cross. I will give them $10 to this disaster relief. It's gonna help everyone, anyone that's affected by hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, wildfires, tornadoes.
9099.
It's 909 909 90999 or just 90999. 9099. Let's call it that for call letters. I might need a third nip tonight, Tabak. Might need a third nip. So, I'm not gonna lie. Normally we've transcribed things. Normally if I've studied these notes, and if you'll see by my in-depth Natalie Cressman review, you see I'm not just some fly-by-nighter in a wig that's gonna come in and just be goofing off. Like, I did a ton of research, so normally I committed all to memory, or at least to these note cards with the Show of Life logo on the back. Here, this is all you guys suffering for Hurricane Sandy. Taper, if you will. Can you momentarily kill the lights up there? No good? Just do it for me. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Or you can't get over there. Is that the problem? Alright, guys. Just pretend, just for momentarily. Here, pull up a graphic, AntFarms.com. Pull up AntFarms. I want to tell you guys about AntFarms.com real quick. Now, these guys, they take pin making to a whole another level. I'm not lying. Some of the best pins I've seen have come from these guys. Good concepts. This is the steam pin. Homeboy sent us pins up the wazoo last week. And he gave Diva D her pin that she wanted, which was the green fan pin, which we heard he sold out of. May the Force be with you pins. STFO, gone. The steam pins are running short, and there's a few others. But anyway, the reason we brought up Ant Farms was for just to help us to transition to this next bit. Are you guys ready? Yeah, leave his graphic up there. That's funny. Now we're talking CNC Music Factory. Yo, guys, I'd like to thank some kids. What up? I don't want to get this wrong though. I met so many people this week, and it's so hard. I want you guys to know, especially the hardcore fans that never hung out before. If you feel like, you're like, dude, I think we'd get along really well together. We probably will. So let's hang out, But I need time. I'd just like to give a shout out to the Dudas and to Lillian for making the honor roll. Because I never met them in person before till this past weekend, but dude, it was awesome. Are you kidding me? You could some of the people that I know some amazing people. Ready, guys? This is why we put the power out, right? Are you guys ready for a little CNC Music Factory? I got this today, or this weekend, at the SOP. This was the pre-party at Patsy's in New York, and if you want some good pizza, you should go to Patsy's and get pizza in New York City. Anyway, ready? That's what I'm talking about. Got this power ring. What? Yo, you know what? You know where I got this from though? Seriously? This cop approached me. I was wearing the wig and everything. And he approached me on the streets of NYC. Maybe I look shady, maybe not. Maybe he was just having a good day. But he came up to me, he said, "You better not be standing in the street." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "'Cause I might just have to knock your lights on." And he did that with this ring. And then he gave it to me. And the real thing is that I wore it. I wore it to the Natalie Cressman show, right? And then I wore it to the interview, and I was like, "Natalie, can you see my ring? Can you see my ring, Natalie? Look at my moves, Natalie. Woo, look at my ring, Natalie. Look, I'm going back in time, Natalie. Wee." Just kidding. What up? No, I was reaching in my pocket for the cards, and I found this. Shout out to the SOP kids, though. Shout out to SOP. We're going back with lights. Lights on. That was a good lights on, Taper. Oh my God.
You good?
Are you sure? I think I messed the shot up. No?
You hit the camera?
I semi-tripped over the...
Alright, just go. I'll check it.
I think it's okay, but I'm not so sure. So kids, SOP, Natalie Cressman cruise, it went really well. It was really good. Let me tell you, the secret level is really good. We saw Secret Garden. Got a hair in my mouth. Sometimes that happens though. It's exciting. I mean, I got this power ring. I couldn't find my note cards for the show, but hell, I don't need them. I got these notes. I mean, we're serious. See? Ding! 2 cameras, bitches! What do you want? We're just figuring out how to use 2 cameras. We used to be 1-shot Johnny. Now we're 2-shot Sally. What's that make me feel, huh? What's that make me feel, huh? Why you walking with Danny down the street?
Trump? What is it?
What?
Where is that from?
Ween.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Why you walking?
That.
Why you walking with Danny down the street? How you think that make me feel, huh? How you think that make me feel, huh? We like to drop those references in. If you notice, I mean, obviously, How to Taper and Me through the fish experience, through fish streaming and dreaming. We're very fish-centric, but there's a lot more to us than that. I mean, a lot of kids ask me, hey, Wigman, are you musically inclined? They even ask, they're like, do you play the guitar? I mean, people ask me this. They really want to know. These are hard-hitting questions that people want to know. And yes, I play the guitar. But my real passion is a rapper. I'm a singer-songwriter, MC. That's why, luckily enough, I was tapped to MC the Cressman cruise, which was funny. Which I mean, once we get to the SOP segment, I will go into all these details, but we need to focus on Sandy. I think just get it all out. I want to let it all out, the tears, the joy, and once we get past that, then we can move on. But for now, let's talk about Sandy. Donate the blood. Donate the blood in your veins to Red Cross, because you don't know. Everything seems okay, but in the blink of an eye, literally things can get knocked off. Like the whole community is gonna become destroyed. People die, and and at times like these, it makes you realize that wait a minute, we're not indestructible. We're just little blips going through the water, and that's it. So donate blood, donate money if you can. They're even all right. So lead by example is a good way to put this. Where's your heart? Where are your priorities? It's times like these you can find out the true nature of people. Really, like who's there to help, who's there to just profit off it. You see these guys filling up gas cans and driving down the city and selling a $5 can of gas for $50 and stuff. I mean, that's not right. Then you see other people helping each other out, keeping it going. So donate blood, donate money if you can. I know we're not all in that situation. I know Tabor personally, not in a good situation financially and, whatever. So, but if you can do it, you can. And that's why we're here to remind you. Because maybe you were like, hey, you're not thinking about it. You're not around these parts. But, as the people that traveled in, the School of Fish, SOP people that traveled in, they saw it firsthand. A lot of them didn't know. I was like, look, it's going to be bad news. And they just didn't know, how bad. I know alright, now here's another thing. What? There's a huge election tomorrow. How's this affecting the election? What if you can't even get into the town that you're in? In every town, basically the best of people's coming out, people are organizing, and it's just a reoccurring theme to be doing what you can for everyone, okay? Sorry, I lost my train of thought right there, trying to segue into the next thing. But here's Trey. Here's a picture of Trey helping out. Now, this was cool. I forget where I came across this, but it was on the Gothamist website. And it's like, what I really want to know is like, someone was like, oh, it's Trey, and then they got the scoop out. But look, dude, he was there delivering. He went and picked up a bunch of supplies. He grabbed diapers and all sorts of things to bring down to these people in Red Hook, Brooklyn. What was he doing down there? According to the article, his buddy lives down there. He spent half the day pulling drywall out. And hello, that's the theme. That's what my dad was doing down in Jersey. That's why I see my friends on Facebook. Hey, I just came back from Sevs. Does anyone else need help? I'm ready to rip more stuff. Like, do this, you get a dumpster. Like, that sort of thing. That speaks to, like, being the light, being a good example. Just, it's like, what? So someone donated some stuff, but it's everyone donating a little bit that, like, or a lot, or everything, just their attention. By focusing our attention, even right now, on this, what's going down, and making people realize the severity of it, it's kind of, it awakens people to be like, whoa, wait a minute, wow, this is real. It's not over just because it happened and now it's done. It's still going on, so... It's still affecting our lives. It's affecting the show. It affected this weekend. It's affecting everything. So you can't deny it, and just try to block it out. So I don't know. These are the sorts of things going on. I know that they're in New Jersey. Here's another thing in New Jersey. If you want to volunteer, this is my hometown crew, my hometown state, my hometown peoples. Dirty Jers represent. Where are all my Jersey kids? Where are all my hoodies at? Anyway, if you want to call 1-800-JERSEY-7, easy to remember. 1-800-JERSEY-7. It's any volunteering you want to do. Nice. I love Tapers on it these days to pull up the data. But if you want to volunteer, if you're in Jersey, 1-800-JERSEY-7. I'm going to go help my mom's block when they let those people back in. I want to see my mom. I just fixed my mom's step. I went to my mom's house, and I literally was going there for dinner. Here's for the volunteer effort, 1-800-JERSEY-7. Now, it's weighted heavily. I'd like to give a shout-out to all the Stroms in the house. Any Stroms. Any of the Jolly J fam. Vic, I don't want to butcher up your name. I don't know the proper pronunciation, but you're a Strom too, brother. Oh, nice. Look at that. Jolly J's in the house. This boy was born and bred Dirty Jers. I don't know anyone more Jersey except my friend Timmy, but he was so Jersey. Born in Red Bank, lived in Red Bank, died in Red Bank. You the man, Jolly J. He's always with us, always on my shoulder. He was he defined the meaning of this shirt, really. This was, if you ever saw the beard, that guy in the beard in this shirt, that's Jolly J. If you didn't know him before, and he had one appearance on the Weekly Dose. He was on the Show of Life a lot, but he had one appearance on the Weekly Dose, and he went out with a bang. I'll tell you, cheers to Jolly J. Taper is shaking his head. Quite a night. I knew I would need a third nip. I never thought that would happen. Okay. So, 1-800-JERSEY-7, help out. My mom's step. I pulled up to her house, and my kid brother, he's 18, I'm like, are you kidding me? And so, the board, one of the actual steps is leaning on the house, and I'm like, what is this? And they're like, oh, we left it there to warn people not to step on that step. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, what if, someone, I don't even know. I was like, to my brother, I'm like, what if you come out and, I'm not condoning this, because he's 18, but what if you had a few? And, he, comes outside and, falls through the step. God. So anyway, I repaired my mom's step, and I was so... For some reason, I had a bunch of tools and wood in my car, and that was the Cosmic Connect. When I went to dinner at my mom's, I'm like, what's wrong with Step? And she's like, and I'm like, I was like, hold on, I got all this stuff out. My other brother showed up. Shout out to Top Hat. He's a resident DJ here at Show of L, if you didn't know. DJ Top Hat. Find him on Andrew Top Hat, actually, if you can find him on SoundCloud. He's going to be DJing with DJ Zero. We're doing a disco party, after party for Fish. I know I'm jumping around, but just cares? If you want to know about that, After Party 30th Fish, we're linking up with GMY, FDS, those guys. We're gonna work with them to get them up. Disco Party 30th, book it. We're working on a venue. You know, we're gonna get down and get funky. Oh. So Sandy blasted through, destroyed towns, did the damages. People are still recovering, obviously. Just and it's the shout outs. I remember when Jolly J gave the shout out to Mr. Lightning back in the episode April 3rd. April 23rd? Was it April 3rd? I don't know. Anyway, Trey. Okay, so then he goes on Jimmy Fallon, obviously promoting his new album Traveler, which I got to hear this weekend on vinyl. Oh my goodness. Vinyl. It's alive and well. It's really, really alive and well. I'm sorry, we're getting notes here. But so he played Ooh Child on Jimmy Fallon when he went on late night. He chose that song. We're hearing from the inside sources. It's honor of the storm victims, obviously. I mean, things are going to get easier. That was the night. But that's interesting, though. He's been playing that, right? He played that before then. That's part of their rotation, their circular rotation. It's in their song rotation. Interesting. I was trying to tell Tabor that it was going to get easier when Mr. Robert Champion called in. Mr. Champion. He got to hear them play that. So that's interesting. Interesting connection, all in all. What up? Just a little tidbit. But what? So we're waiting for MSG. We're getting excited. The Fish is gonna play. But what is everyone doing along the way? Like where's everyone at? What's the update? People want to know what's the scoop. A lot of people drop out. Fish isn't playing. They just kind of nod out and drop out of society. But the boys have been active, doing things. Obviously. See, this is what I'm trying to weave in here. It's all interconnected. Music, which I'm trying to understand. What is it about the music, the collaboration? What is that would make, Les Claypool and Trey, and Stuart Coleman come together for Oysterhead and just do something? Like, hey, let's do something. We're raging. Hey, let's do something. What is that? Because even you might have a good thing going, but it's always fun to just try new waters. And that's what's great about our show. There is no boundaries, uncensored. And that's not even like a selling point, but it's just unedited. It's unrefined. It's undetermined even. It's just like our course, our compass is our course. And I don't know. It's just the way it is. So you have Trey. He's playing out with his band, which this is why I'm talking about the interconnectedness. Who's in Trey's band? What? Natalie Cressman. Hello, lot of knowledge, right? So we got Trey doing his thing. Which how is that like? Again, tie back to the storm. How is that affected? Well, what the Portchester show is been delayed. It's been postponed. It's indefinite. No one knows. They're like, when's Trey gonna be at the Capitol Theater? And they're like worrying. Like, when's this gonna happen? I see it out there. I see the chatter. We hear it. And so they're worried about that. So storm effect. How did the storm affect? If not for the courage of the fearless crew, things wouldn't have went down this weekend for the SOP crew. Because the minnow would have been lost. The cruise was gone. When we boarded, I have footage of myself on a boat in the harbor in New York City with the lights out behind me. By myself. That's what I'm trying to tell you people. Things got shammied around or something. So, anyway, but there were all these great things that were supposed to go down. We were supposed to be at Page and the Metermen. We had this whole... I mean, all right, if you don't know who the Meters are, and I know you do based on our demographic, our analytics and our demographic information, so I don't even need to go into much detail, which is lucky for us because you don't want to hear me rambling on at length about this, but the Meters were super influential. I mean, they have that soulful, that jumbo, that stew, that gumbo. Jumbo gumbo. I mean, songs like Sissy Strut, you know? Pull up the graphic. So Paige was playing with the Meter, members of the Meters, right, this weekend. And they're doing a short tour, and they were just down. Our director-producer, Noah Wilderman, oh my goodness, shout out to the boy. Talk about, look at this. The boy was down they played in Silver Spring, Maryland, down there. And he got a chance to interview Paige and the Meter Men, as they were calling themselves, and he took photos that night, took video. The boy was in there. So they've been touring around, doing a little collab there. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was saying that they hadn't been playing in a while, and Paige was kind of the motivation to get them going. Like, I don't even know, you know, I don't really have the details on any of that. I mean, I don't even know if that's real, but that's just cool to see just these legendary guys playing with Paige. I don't know. What is it that this is? What is it that if someone says, hey, yo, let's play some music, what is it that makes you just be like, all right, let's do this? I mean, because it's a lot of effort, especially after the storm going down and everything, you know? Do they really want to still be doing that? Wait a second, I'm confused. No, that was right. The storm happened first. Sorry. I have little voices in my head sometimes telling me that. You suck. You don't know what you're talking about. I shouldn't listen to them, or maybe I should. I have other voices, happy voices, too. It's not all harassing voices. So, here we go. These collaborations. And then there was I didn't even know about this. I heard it after the fact. What was that? Everyone Orchestra. Did you hear about that? Mm-hmm. People like jumped onto that, which was Fishman getting in on the act on a collab project, and he sorry, Tabor. Always go live, never do a rehearsal. All right, see, sometimes I'm like, I shouldn't worry about referring to my notes because I honestly can't remember everything, but you guys do need the information. No, it's not there, really. I must have not included that page.
It says it right there. Fish and Everyone Orchestra. Sunday show canceled.
Oh, that was canceled, but I wanted to talk about the Everyone Orchestra, which I didn't know about before.
It's been playing with them for years.
Oh, do you know about that?
Off and on, yeah.
Oh, okay. You got to jump in at times like these because I didn't know that. See, that's a little bit of that knowledge. Long knowledge.
He plays with them. Not always, but like he's.
So what is the Everyone Orchestra? From my impression, I was doing.
From what I understand, it's a collaboration.
Right, it keeps rotating. Yeah, uh-huh. So I wasn't aware. I thought it was like he almost like that was like the first time he like had sat in with them. Let's I want to see something.
I'm starting to ask if you're drunk, dude.
What?
You.
Who? I want to know who. Who would say?
Streamer.
Sorry. Here's a question. If you guys want to ask those type of personal questions, I suggest that if you would log in, if we knew it was one of our people, let's say if I was like Hatter, hey man, are you wasted? I mean, I don't even think you would ask such a question, but I don't know. Ustreamer 2004 and change. What I would ask from you is maybe you can answer this question. Have you seen the show before, The Dose, or even Show of Life or anything? Like, how'd you get here? I mean, this will help us in our research as far as making improvements in the show. Like, if you just came off of a tweet, off of Twitter, maybe we should revamp the show a little bit, streamline it. Because I'm honestly, I kind of trying to target maybe 20 to 30 hardcore, fans that are really into it. While trying, you guys could get what you could glean off the sides, with any information. But I don't know. Ustreamer 2024 and Jane, what do you say? Did they respond, Taper?
487-602.
487-602. I beg you, sir, please join our crowd and sign up and find out.
Every episode.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not drunk. What time is it?
10:30.
All right, so it's 10:30, but it's really 11:30, so you got to factor that in. And I'm trying to think, did I drink the Nips quicker than I normally drink them? I may have.
The Nips of cream soda?
You know what? All I know is I couldn't be drunk off of 2 nips. So, no, sir, I'm not drunk. We're excited. I mean, did you watch this weekend? Did you see the Cressman show, which was sick, and then the interviews afterwards, and then any shenanigans? Did you see the secret show? What was his name? 247005. Listen.
Oh, Anon.
Anon. Did you see the show last night? That's what I want to know. Then I'll know you've seen every episode. If you've seen the Missing Weekly Dose, then I'm respect to you. If you did, I'll give you one of these shirts, which we have in stock. Which Mr. Champion won a shirt last night for calling in. So, look, I don't want to affect the pace of the show. Let's keep it rolling. Maybe I'm too sandy. Too much sand in my shorts. I don't know. Look, one last thing, though. I will say, there is a Fish tribute band. They're called the Lawn Boys. They're actually doing a benefit concert they're doing a Mockingbird / Sandy recovery mashup. Donation received and accepted. It's $15 at the door. I think it's in Long Island somewhere, the Canal Room. Oh wait, no, that's not in Long Island. Where is that place? Oh wait, oh no, the Saturday show, Long Island.
Yeah, but it says this Friday. See
that's somewhere else. The Canal Room in the city, right on.
Okay. Oh yeah.
All right. So, listen, kids. I'm all stressed out now about Ustream. I feel like Ustream member 5,000. you knocked me off my game, bro.
I gotta stop.
Good job.
Telling you what the chat.
No, I love the chat. Don't get me wrong. Stop it. Gotta tell me what's going on.
Oh, he's just joking around, lol.
Shit, you got me, man.
Is that Boogie that doesn't allow to log in?
You bastard. If it is Boogie, I'll kill you.
Boogie. Is it Boogie?
Yo, Boogie, if that's you, you're the boogeyman of my show, bitch. You're fucking up the show, man.
No, it's not.
It's
Wolf! It's Boogie's friend! Ah!
Yo, Wolf, you're cool. I got you. You got me, too. Yo, I just want to give out the show. Deep breath. Look, we were majorly affected. What do you want from me? It threw off our whole last week's show and all the preparation. We missed the meter show. We're going to bring you guys a Halloween. This is how our show jumps around, too. All right. So we missed Halloween. Well, how does that affect the show? We were going to bring you a Halloween special, major edition with possible after-show parties on Halloween. It didn't work. But I did have someone ask me this weekend, which was interesting, at the SOP event. They said, hey, well, if you're dressed like that now, what do you do on Halloween? And I said to myself, I'm like, Halloween is a time of year where actually the impact that I can have as Jason Wigman just really grows, and it's almost like summer for Santa Claus. It's a time of year where, and I told her, I said, I don't really dress up as anything, but I go as myself, but I feel like it's a time where I could really just lay back in the cut and let other people just take up some of the slack here and take the world on their shoulders, and feel what it's like to be Jason Wigman, because they become Jason Wigman. And I just like to give a shout out to this brother out here who done me proper. And we're going to go through all the details of this one. This was a submission, dude, unsolicited straight submission from a bro down the way. He's got it nailed. He's got he's got Wigman nailed. Show of L. He's got the pins on the lapel. Money. He's got the beads. I think I wore them only in like one episode or piece of an episode or something. He's got the SOP Jedi laminate, right? He got the shades and the wig, obviously. The shirt, which I said to Taper, I'm like, this guy's getting one of the limited edition, never reproduced, 100% organic cotton 2-color Fish Tube original, backwards down the number line. Made it before they played the song Shirts for this guy, because we want him to be the Jason Wigman, the best Jason Wigman he could be. But he even did the shirt.
Beyonce is on the chat right now, and they made it together.
Oh man, you made it, Mrs. What?
Ashley Strom is the fiance.
I know that guy. Vic. Dude, oh my God, you're crazy, dude. I did not even know. I had no idea. You guys, you get 2 shirts. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna give you a shirt in each color. Dude, Vic, MVP in it for the show of L. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have alright, book it. Book it. We gotta get him to book it. Book this guy on the show. I want the couple. I want to bring them into the show. Talk to them. What was your night like? What were people saying? Like, who are you? What are the questions? I want to know. These are the questions our fans want to know. Is the questions that they were asking you, impersonating me. That's amazing. That's giving Show of L. Wow, that is A+ material. Vic, you wow. I'm speechless. Okay, so we're moving on from there. Happy Halloween, everybody. We were actually, here's a funny story. So where are we at in the fish universe of the Show of Life and fish universe? Because what really is the weekly dose? What was it? What it is? What I say is, don't ask me what it was. Tell me what it is. That's what we always say, right? Like, when they ask us what the show is about, I'm like, don't ask me what it was. Tell me what it is. And that's why we say it's your show, too. We're soliciting the viewers for just to be a part of it. And trust me, we picked up some A+ players this past weekend. They're already tweeting and twittering and tweeting us to glory. But anyway, so what was the show before? So don't ask him what it was. What was it? Well, what it really was just a chance for us each week to jump in and just give you these clips that we never release because we don't have time to edit them because our broadcasts are however long they are, hours upon hours. So the weekly dose was our chance to do that. But now it's grown into so much more, so much deeper, so many levels. So what is it now? Now, I don't know. Where is it going? I couldn't tell you, but as we steal time from the faulty plan, we slowly row our boat down the lane of sand. Okay, now, we do have, we you know how we like to throw in a clip each week? Actually, that's where I kind of was going with this whole thing, is that each week we try to show these old clips from the dose, and where were we? We were in Cincinnati. So that goes back to Halloween, trick or treat. Stay with me for 1 second. In Cincinnati was the time when I got the pack of cigarettes, American Spirits, that were found in the streamer section, behind the taper section. Costa Pete found the cigarettes, wanted to leave them on the ground. I picked them up and proceeded to give you one of the best broadcasts of all time with the unlit cigarette hanging out of my mouth. And that was Cincinnati this past summer, which was the inaugural episode of Silky Baby. When Silky Baby came on the show. And her first broadcast was in Cincinnati. So what I wanted to do, I asked Taper, I'm like, is it illegal to send tobacco in the mail? And he said, yeah. And I was like, bummer, because in Cincinnati, that was the episode where I had the unlit cigarette butt hanging out of my mouth, like, I'm Silky Baby. And since I don't smoke, I mean, they're part of our props in this case, and we were going to give them away to people who would Twitter, and I would mail you one single cigarette. But unfortunately, that didn't work. That was going to be a little bonus. But Silky Baby, her wig, we recovered. We recovered the damaged wig, and Silky was with us this weekend at the Natalie Cressman Secret Garden stream/concert event brought to you by SOP and Jules motherfucking Rules. And we were able to return her wig. So that's the cosmic circle that, you know, kind of a metaphor would be beer, bad breath, gum, beer, bad breath, gum. So there was Silky's wig, and then it was on Silky, and then she appeared on the show. Then her wig was stolen. It was some debaucherous events, some PTB episodes. Hot tub missing wig came back into our possession, St. Louis style, OKC. Got the wig back. It remained in our custody in our care, really, on the show, on the Weekly Dose, until we were able to safely bring it home to Silky. Which, you're probably wondering, well, where's this clip of Silky's first appearance? And then the tie-in to her now at the SOP event, and the reuniting of the wig. Well, I started to edit the material, and I haven't seen this stuff since I did it. And what? Don't give me that, Taper. I was under the impression that you could in and out of Ustream and get the clips you want. I didn't know you'd have to download the whole thing and then.
No. You had to download the whole thing, and then I can in and out.
Yeah, no. I imagine you could in and out Ustream. We could be like, getting clips all day. That's what I was going for. No. There's so much Silky and Cincy that we need to dedicate a whole show to Silky and Cincy. So that's where that is.
So we're putting Cincy on hold.
Yeah, I guess let's put Cincy on hold. We might not finish summer tour until after the New Year's run. We're at an hour and a half?
$1.05 in.
What?
We're $1.05 in.
$1.05.
Freedom costs $1.05.
Well, this has been the best intro to the longest show ever. No, you guys. I mean, still, I can't get enough of Sandy. Really,
I was just making faces because I was just like frantically looking for the past like 3 minutes to find the clip.
Oh, I'm sorry. You should have just said something. I think the laid-back approach. People like Taper.
Doing on the freaking screen.
I could, but I'm sure. Here's the thing. I can't see what you're doing on the screen, but when I do start watching what you're doing, I start wondering, and then I'm like not doing the show.
Okay, good.
So I like it when I'm just doing the show, and I feel like a puppet. Like the universe is like directing me what to do. I'm like, okay. So that's how we roll normally. So. Here's what I'm trying to get at, folks. As we approach these new levels of the show, there might be blips, but that's okay because those scars on our chin give us character and stories of how we fell off our bike and our handlebars fell off because they weren't screwed in and we cut our chin. Now, that never happened to me. I'm just telling you I'm making it all off the top of my dome. Which, by the way, you want to hear something weird? Talk about weirdness. We did a drawing that I just like to say, shout out to SOP. They did a drawing. We did a drawing for SOP. They did a raffle. Two raffles for two crocheted original. We're very lucky. We have the one and only Torch, Logo Torch crochet scene. But this weekend they did a raffle for a hood doll that they put together, which you'll see. I have it. My set designer, which, oh my goodness, this set designer I have, the guy is amazing. Sure, a little bit of a lisp, clothes a little too tight for my liking, too much eyeliner, for sure, but the dude could design a set like nobody's business. Wait till you see the set we had at the Natalie Cressman Secret Garden SOP event. I can't call it a cruise anymore because it was an event. So, raffling off 2 Harry Hood dolls. I had them with our set designer, in collaboration with our set designer, had the Harry Hood doll on the set during the interview. And the weirdest thing happened. As we drew the tickets, I don't have my wallet, it's over there, but I actually kept the tickets. And then we're going to get to that. But I kept the tickets. And we drew 2 tickets for 2 Harry Hood dolls. They were the consecutive tickets. Ticket, number 5 and ticket number 6. I don't know the exact numbers.
And I know the secret story.
Oh shit! Bust it. I need to know because that was too rigged.
So here's the bottom line. Both Hood dolls were won by the same person, but he felt bad and he immediately handed it to someone else, and that guy claimed it. But they were both consecutive, and it was both the same guy.
Okay.
I asked him if he was a wizard, and he said yes.
Okay. Okay. So the guy was a wizard. He won both of them and gave it to his friend. Now I could see. I mean, sure, you buy a string of tickets, but I mean, watch the footage, dude. She shook the box. Like I drew the ticket. She drew the ticket, handed it to me. Read it. Shook the box. Like once again, I don't know. I mean, how do you get back to the other ticket? Unless I don't know. We need to get on. What's that show? Mythbusters? Like to see how, like, if you shake the box, the tickets actually just move around, or if you like, you need one of those tumbler machines like the lotto balls. Anyway, talking about raffles. I'm talking raffles. You want to know raffles? There's a big raffle. We were supposed to have a webcast. We were supposed to take this webcast thing and take it to another level by offering, like, see, this is where we could start helping as what we do. We were going to do a raffle for a stream. So if you want to watch the stream, it's not like we're going to charge you, but if you want to donate to the stream to watch it, that money was going to go to the Mockingbird Foundation. Now, that didn't happen because of all the nuttiness. If you should have seen, like, Natalie's band was ready to go, and we're like plugging wires in and shit. I'm putting my wig on. It was bad. So anyway, there were that little piece was supposed to have its own crocheted hood blimp that was going to be raffled off through the webcast through people that donated there. Unfortunately, that didn't go off, but it's still being raffled off. Ladies and gentlemen. Hood blimp. You can't really plan this stuff. That's what makes it funny. So the hood blimp. I gotta get used to that. Lefty, righty, tighty, loosey. What? Hey, hood blimp. Hood blimp. That's so weird to me. Hey, hood blimp. Nope, it's over there.
Oh, I shouldn't move it on you. I'm just make it big.
So guys, right now there's a thread in School of Fish. Bump that mother up. I just want to say, if you don't know what School of Fish is, it's not some like exclusive club or something. It's just a great way to meet really great, amazing, super positive people that without an ounce of negativity, not even a gram of negativity. If you're looking for grams of negativity, not here. So that's all they're doing at School of Fish. SOP. You might hear me to refer to it sometimes or a lot. They're not paying me. Trust me. I'm just loving those kids because they're so full of love. I mean, and really, it's really roots for the stream thing. I feel like a lot of, the School of Fish momentum was built out of, what I was starting. But hey, now, I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. But, no, I love the School of Fish. But anyway, I was getting at, it's not an exclusive thing. You just check it out. It's not just a stupid Facebook group. It's just a way to connect with the real deal people. If you want to get in it, message me, find me, JJ Wigman on Facebook. I'll get you in, or find someone that's in it. Just get them in. Or if you know someone that's cool, put them in it. But basically, it's just about people that aren't just causing trouble. Never meaning no harm. They're just good old people. Just good folk. Can't say enough of good things. But anyway, if you want to get the raffle on that gaffle, if you want to check that hood blimp, you want a piece of it, don't join the group for the blimp. God, please don't. But what I should say, if you're in SOP, which is an exclusive group, and you want a blimp, check out that thread. Now, if you want to be around positive people, check out SOP. And while you're there, possibly win a blimp. There, next segment. Just kidding. All right, let's talk about music. There's a lot going on. We're in this collaboration mindset. Like, what is it? There's these. It's as the Fish members break apart and do their own thing, we wonder what are they doing, and then we find out. And we say, holy cow, look at all this cool stuff that's going on. Then we find out what they're doing with these people, and then we're on to the next thing. It's like, wow, those people played with these guys, but now I'm into these guys, and they're playing with these guys, or girls. Or these girls are playing with these guys, and now they're playing with these girls, or guys, or both. It's very confusing. But luckily for us, we got a large team of people to help us out. Look, Phil Lesh, he's playing 10 shows in the next 12 days. Hello, East Coastin'. Gonna be in our ear. He's gonna be in our ear. Also in our area. So he'll be in your ear in your area. And let me run off where he's going to be. Phil Lesh. The Wellmont Theater, Montclair, New Jersey, November 7th, 8th, and 9th. Not Roseanne Bar, no, you got me. Roseland Ballroom, New York, November 11th, 12th, 13th. Capitol Theater, Portchester, November 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. Now, check it out. He's got collaboration, got different people rolling with him. Who's on drums? Why does that catch my eye? It's because it's Joe Russo. Hello, of the Benevento Russo duo. Now, if you remember back in the day, there were times when the Benevento Russo duo was playing after Fish New Year's Eve. And it was like, my buddy luckily went to high school with them, and he was like, come out and see this. So I had the inside scoop to that type stuff. those guys been around. I'm sure you've seen or heard of Grab. Maybe not, but look, this is how we keeps it real. Anyway, he's playing with Phil Lesh. Collab, hello. You got the Benevento Russo guy. They used to be playing with Trey and Mike. Now he's over here with Phil. You got Natalie Crespin playing with Trey, but now she's over here with Ivan, her trumpet player. What up? The rest of the boys. Who's all right? Now let's talk about the rundown. Other people. Who's on guitar? We got John Kadlick. I don't want to do the name any into disrespect. I hope I said it right. He's on guitar. Former Dark Star Orchestra player. I've never seen Dark Star, so I can't speak to that. But if you know, you also know. And also Jackie Green, also on guitar. Now we got rotating artists that are going to be stepping in with Phil on these shows. I mean, 10 shows in 12 days. That's a lot of shows in a lot of days. But we got some guys that are going to be... So check the website for details. Whose website? I don't know. But we got Jeff Clemente on keyboardist. He's with Rat Dog, with Bob Weir's Rat Dog, right? That's his main side project. Has also played with Claypool, but not obviously in Primus. This is with the Frog Brigade. Talk about now collabing and Les Claypool. Just now, I'm really gonna take you off in outer space for a second, but like you're talking Oysterhead, Sausage. Do you remember Fish always used to separate play Sausage, and that was the best back in the day. Not always, but there would be like how many shows there would be like boom, boom, boom. They'd be interdispersed with some Sausage. You get pumped up during set break. See, I don't want any of that tweaky shit during set break because I'm like got enough to worry about. I'm really not in a good space at set break. But you put on some Sausage. Hello. Jeff also played with Further, The Dead, and Les Claypool's Frog Brigade. So this guy's been around. You know who I like? Taper Kimmock. You ever see him?
Yeah, I like.
Dude, kills it. We used to see.
Did Kimmock's stream last year. I think the first night of Fish at MSG was an after party.
No, you did.
Yeah.
Really? Wow, dude. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Damn, Kimmock ended up. Oh, that was probably one you said I can't go to.
I didn't go to the Fish show that
You
day.
need a crew. That's a tall order. You didn't go to the show?
Not the
Fish
Fish show, no.
Because you got to get set up and everything, no?
Well, no, I just couldn't get a ticket.
Ugh, guys, why do you let this type of stuff happen? Shout out to the New York Ragers, who I know got Taper into some shows last year. 2 at least? 3. Dude, the New York Ragers.
That first night was the only night I didn't get in.
Wow.
Because of them.
Wow. So, bottom line is, here's Taper streaming Kimmock. Hello. But the New York Ragers get him every other night of Fish. 1, 2, 3.
And I did have a free ticket if I had checked my Facebook and not been walking around looking for a ticket in front of MSG.
See, we gotta learn. We gotta learn to get interned. All right. So listen, we're gonna here's some music this week. Wrapping up, dude. For all the Umphreys all the Umphreys fans, they're gonna be playing 2 nights at Bear Creek. Now I know you guys are going down there. I wonder if Mama Sage will be down there. She lives down there in Florida way. You gonna be down there, girl? Good to see you. She came up, Dennis. Sage, they were up for the SOP Natalie Cressman event. So, maybe she'll be there, but check them out down there. Umphreys keeping it real. Now, for all the Disco Biscuits fans out there, they just announced...
Yeah, boy! Taking over the world!
Taking over the world! The Disco Biscuits! If you've seen previous episodes, Tabor, when you sent to the future, found out some information on Disco Biscuits. Serious. Watch the previous episodes to find out what that's all about. Take over the world. Disco Biscuits taking over the world. They're able to pull this, like, just announced. 3-night run in Colorado, all right? They're playing 3 nights. January 24th, 25th, 26th. Special winter edition of Bisco Inferno at the Boulder Theater on January 24th. Followed by a performance at Denver's Ogden on the 25th and headlining the gig on the 1st. 1st at the Broomfields First Bank Center. Oh, I'm sorry. The First Bank Center. Bullets, bullets, bullets. I'll riddle you full of bullets. No, they're not playing on the 1st. They're playing at the First Bank Center in Broomfield on the 26th. Oh, with support from Grizz and Michael Minert. Tickets go on sale Thursday. Get there. You won't believe the deals. Get those tickets. If you're a Bisco fan, you're in Colorado, you want to do the little mini tour, the 3-night run, as they call them, starting in Boulder, you might just want to do the Boulder thing, you know. I think that'll be the realest. Maybe not. Who knows? You'll have to go to be the judge. There's been a few shows. Trey was doing his mini tour. He got that all taken care of, wrapped it all. Oh. Then we had the Everyone Orchestra. The reason we brought that up is because Fishman was back in again, once again, doing it up at Sullivan Hall. Everyone Orchestra. And also, there was, and I don't know if director-producer Noah Wilderman went to this, but I know he went to the Page and the Meterman at the Fillmore. But did he go to the Humphreys Halloween show at the Fillmore? I don't know. The interesting thing about that was, I think, which was cool, it's cool when bands interact with the fans or shows interact with fans, whatnot. But what they did, it was, second set was all fan submission. It was voted by the fans. So it's like, you know, Fish got their musical costume. These guys did a little different thing, which I respect that. They're keeping it real by not copying, you know, things. But you could also keep it real, though, by copying things. I don't want to be misquoted here. But they did the second set. So let's read off the second set. This was all designed by the fans, voted on by the fans. While the band stood up there in these dead ex-presidents masks, most of them were ex-president masks, like Bill Clinton, Ronald Reagan, Dick Cheney, Richard Nixon, and Barack Obama. And there was one dude dressed up as Hillary Clinton. What? I love that. It's got a Point Break vibe, which will actually connect us up to the memes. The Point Break memes. We got a lot of memes this week, deep in the show. But all right, so here's the second set, voted on by the fans. Check it out. Help on the Way, Into Slipknot, Into Jessica, Girlfriend is Better, Talking Heads, What Up, Fool in the Rain, Into Halloween Theme, back into Fool in the Rain, 46 and 2. Then they played Roundabout, little Money for Nothing.
Oh shit.
Chicks for Free, cool. This is funny, dude. Another Brick in the Wall, Into Thriller.
Oh. Yeah, I would really like to be at this show. I'd like to see Humphreys occasionally.
Yeah, that's cool. I only hear good things about them. I need to get out there. That's why I'm glad this show is heading in this direction, is because it will not only motivate me to see more music, it will force me to, which is great. I really need that. I need to break out of my fish shell. They encored with Ophelia into Miss Tinkle's Overture, which I've never heard that song. Miss Tinkle's Overture? What's that? Taper doesn't know. Also on Halloween, as I said earlier, Page and the Metermen, which I was supposed to be at and I couldn't attend, which was sad. That was sick and on Halloween, and just because because you gotta support the pillars of your show, this stream was showed. One person like got out there to stream the show, and the person that did it did such a great job that like it was a legendary status. The people at home jonesing for just any piece of what's going on. That they're not around the area. It's not like they like, oh, I couldn't get to the show. It's like they really couldn't get to the show. A new streamer that I'd never seen before. I thought the name was brilliant. Tesla Obscura came out, and they went deep. I mean deep. Look for them on Ustream. The shit's on there. The recorded footage of Page. Fast forward if you need to, whatever. There's some funky points that happened because I watched and skimmed around to see like what was going on. There were points where he moved the stream to closer to Page, and there was a point where I guess they had it on the stage or something, because there was video, and then you see the bass or something vibrate. There's a point in it where it vibrates and like it like falls off the stage, which the kids in the chat room were going, we were like freaking on when that happened. It's things like that and the Beach Burger battle that make streaming its own entity unto itself. But I literally want to just take off and to take my hat off to the streamer Tesla Obscura, because the best part was at the very end when Paige was leaving. This was epic. You see the dude streaming, and then like he reaches out and like grabs Paige's hand and like shakes his hand. Like it was like stream in one hand, Paige, like in like Paige. It's like Paige is like right here. It's like in your face, like Paige, more Paige. Turn Paige up, as we learned in Denver, up. Sorry. So and then obviously then the following night they were playing Page and the Metermen down in Silver Spring. That's where director-producer Noah Wilderman saw them and got to do his interview and take photographs. Now, he wasn't doing the interview. He's the videographer behind the interview. I just want to make that clear. It's not going to be in the upcoming movie. Maybe so, maybe not. Or perhaps the footage maybe in the movie. I don't know. In any case. So those were some of the shows that have been going on. So you know, it's like a slow snow globe. You shake it up and you get the results of the different collaborations. Me, I'm more of a... I like to be at the crest of things. That's why this Natalie Cressman thing was really cool for me. Is because I have a pretty good feeling this girl's going to only go places upward. Trajectory, vertical, hello. No, her band was on it. I think there's like, and I talked about this in the interview, there's a great and intimate energy in the band. And it's obvious that her answer was that they'd known each other a very long time. In the interview, you'll find out how they knew each other. But we're not going to get into that until we have the complete piece for you. Okay? Now, one other thing before now I know you've been waiting for a clip. So what do we have tonight queued up for you? We have footage from this past weekend from the Natalie Cressman event, SOP event, brought to you by SOP. Natalie Cressman, Secret Garden. We're going to give you a little of the footage because we're a news show and we want to show you what was happening, how everything went from being on this yacht to then at the World Trump Tower and then playing there. I was even getting in on the act, helping out with the stream. I was lighting. I was taping lights in places. I mean, this place was not prepared to house a concert. And I'll go into gory detail when we get back. Maybe we could get some of these SOP kids to call in and tell you, about what happened this weekend. So anyway, we got a little bit of Natalie and Secret Garden playing, and also just a little because the management, the other people on the team, they're like, no, we're not airing this right away. We need to produce a polished piece like the poster show before we'll let it out there. Because and this is big for us. If we did and we didn't do it, not I don't want to say right, but if we didn't do just the best job we could do and make it so good that it's just it's undeniable, we'd be cheating ourselves. Because once this gets out, Natalie's going to want to share it. I'm sure she's going to put it out there. People are going to find it when they're searching for her. So we want to put it in the best light, obviously for ourselves, but also for Natalie. We don't want to do her wrong. She was kind enough to, invite us to stream and allow us to interview her. So that we felt really lucky for that. So we're going to do it up proper. But we got a little piece, just a little sneak preview. Because what is the Weekly Dose? The Weekly Dose was originally designed to show you the clips of the live stuff we were doing. So that's what this is more. This isn't an edited piece. We have two types of styles. Live, never do rehearsal, and then these polished pieces that were more of like just things you could look at to pass your time during the day and find out. For the more people that are used to the TV experience, I think it's good for them. So, but right now we have a little bit of this past weekend, just a few clips here and there as we go, and Taper's ready, and we're going to bring you there. So here we are.
Doing the music?
Yeah, Natalie Cressman, Secret Garden.
back to you. See the dreams to how I'm going without. Your face silent, you're just like a beast now. It was mine and mine, I know I thought I'd stay strong from yours too. Oh, how I was wrong. Well, you can't turn the ocean on its back with the storm in the eyes of your fire. It's all that with your eyes, I look at my your eyes.
Yeah. Yo, man. Echo, echo. Oh, he turned it off too quick. Damn. Yeah, people. Well, what we're trying to do just there is transition into the little teaser clip of the interview, but unfortunately, no pixels rendered. Alright. A lot of people get mad when I look at my show notes because they said that's not professional enough. Oh, here's an update. We're sending Cincinnati to next week because you can't deny Cincinnati. I can't let Sandy affect Silky in Cincinnati. Really. So, next week, I mean, we haven't even gotten to the memes yet or called Mike's Hotline. So, like, next week, that's how far into the show. The show technically should be over according to our, some of our executive producers. But it's still going on. So basically what we're going to do is move Cincy to next week. We're not covering any of the summer tour this week. And the question remains, will we be able to hit all of summer tour on the dose before the next Fish shows? I don't know. We might have to double up near the end. Special thanks to Silky Baby, to Ariana's Grateful, the ultimate Boogie Woogie Man, Nate Dogg and Hatter Troy, Phil Jones, Coasty Pete, and Princess Presto, and also hello, Cheesy. Oh, sorry. I was just stealing time from the faulty plan. Tape video interview set up. I don't know. Should we go right? Let me set up the clip at least, since now I'm here and right. I should set it up a little.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna work, so then it's gonna be a big letdown.
Yo, man. You want blue balls? Stay tuned while I try to set up this clip. Alright, so what I'm going to do is set up the clip. And then it may or may not work. Alright, here's the bottom line, guys. And gals, no doubt. When I say guys, I mean guys and dolls. Just trying to hide that. Okay. Luckily, last weekend, I had the opportunity to interview Natalie Cressman. Now, she likes to take genres and elasticize them and stretch them to their ultimate potential. And we got a chance to see that, as you did. And let me tell you something, you didn't even see the stuff that I'm all about, because I'm all about the dirty, nitty-gritty funk to get your mind right. So, and which they got into those realms, but even in the interview I asked her, I was like, oh, I could tell. She was like holding back. They're like, well, we don't know, you know, and like the Trump World Tower, and you know, it's the World Bar, I don't know, there's $50 cocktails, I don't want looks like taking their shirts off and sweating on the customers. Which, and we got to talk about this, Taper. I mean, we got to tell them our experience, you know. So we went out for the McLovins. We're both streamers in our own right, Taper and Eyes Fish Tube, Taper 420 as himself, Taper 420, you know, out there streaming, but never as a show. We haven't taken the show, put it out there as, look, we're doing a show, and our show is really to get artists to open up for our show and also show their art, whether it be art, visual art, media, etc., etc. Or a live stream of them performing. Yeah. So in that vein, let's keep it all sane. So I got a chance to talk to Natalie. She gave me the knowledge, and so I'm going to allow Tabor to take it away. Let's get this little piece of this interview of what's to come. Ah, no. Do the truffle shuffle. Do it. Do it. So the video is mussed. Dude, it was mussed up as Sloth's face. I told Taper, I was like, cut right to Sloth. What could be more? Dude, this guy got pounded by Sandy more times than I can remember, bro. Yo, his ear-to-ear distance is unbelievable. Especially when he's laughing. What? Sloth loves Chunk, kids. Now, for you kids just tuning in, don't be scared. If you never saw the Goonies, this guy's alright. He may look fucked up, but he's alright. We're doing the week in memes, bitches. They call me the Sloth. Italian spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry for putting the winner right up front.
That might be the clear winner. Who cares? That was great. I go cut to the Sloth. This shit's fucked up. That video was fucked. It only goes to show that we shouldn't be blue balling you. If we're gonna give you the Cressman interview, we're gonna give you it in all its glory. We're not gonna give you the teaser clip about how she said she would do a Brooklyn warehouse party funk out session. You know, just cut loose. But stay tuned for the full interview. And meanwhile, let's do these weeks in memes. All right. This one had me laughing for sure. I was happier than Chunk with a baby Ruth. Screw like daylight saving time. I told those hippies they need to get out of the building by midnight. Now this is a great meme for the relevancy is just so tight. We were in the Trump World Tower, in the Trump World Bar in New York City, United Nations Plaza this past weekend for the SOP event, and that's just funny. Now, the funniest thing of all was we shared the space with an 8-minute dating club. So actually we had to get like this one guy's hitting on Natalie Cressman with the name tag on, like people walking around in SOP lanyards, other people had name tags. It was just outrageous. The funny, do you guys want to hear something funny? I didn't even realize I should be forgot you weren't there. This guy Dave that was running the event, unfortunately the manager of the bar told Jules that she could come there with her whole crew and whatever, and then, you know, they just want to sell drinks and the town's like knocked out, no one's around. I could understand, but they double booked it. They double booked us with these 8-minute dating people. But in the end, it all worked out because of the positive vibes. The 8-minute dating people were jamming at the show. They were shaking and grooving. There were smiles on their faces. There were 2 girls for every guy. It was amazing. It was so much fun. But my point is, Dave, he was out. Jules like, all right. She's like, we were all queued up. I'm like, all right, we're live. Everything was set up. It was an ambiance shot. Like, we're live. Okay, we're live. All right, you're going to go up there, and then you're going to introduce, talk about the raffle. All right. Da-da-da-da. All right, and then you're going to tell this Dave guy to get up and whatever. So this, all of a sudden, it's like, okay, and like gave the nod, and then Cressman's there, and she like looked, and okay, and then they stopped, the band stopped kind of diddling around, and all of a sudden, like, I was like, okay, it's my deal, like, this is it, I'm MC Wigman, I'm coming through, this is my big debut, I'd never MC'd an event before, I've just done the show as myself, look, I'm just trying to be me, right, Taper? I said, fuck it. I just gotta be me. And, you know, I gotta be me. So, I was ready to be the MC. All of a sudden, in that moment, it was like, Dave came in and was like, grabbed the mic, was like, hi everybody, I'm Dave. Is this thing on? Hey, I'm Dave. This is my event. These guys are here from SOP. We got the social network, New York Social Network. Right on. Yo, I'm Dave. Did I mention I'm Dave? No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't like that at all. But for in my mind, that was what was going on. I was like, what? I thought I was gonna be the MC, and then it turned out I was just a guy in a wig, and that's when I got trumped. I just felt like Donald Trump, man. So all I was a hairdo. They say the aftermath of Sandy was bad. Wait till they wake up Sunday and realize that SOP was in town. Very relevant That was a made-to-order meme. I actually saw that in a thread on Facebook. Someone said, "Oh, you got to make a meme or something," and then the person's like, "I'm gonna make the meme." Then they followed through with the meme, and then it came up on our radar scope. What else we got, Taper, on the memification of America? I like this one, definitely. I don't give a shit that you had to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge to get here. I ate plain strange design tonight. H. McConnell.
They can't hear you.
Oh, they can't? Why
Well,
not?
maybe they could.
Yeah, I saw the meter running on
Oh,
the cab.
jeez, who knows if it's even scratching?
Oh, on the hair?
I ain't even listen.
No, dude, I kept it low. I'm gonna cut my hair, guys. Next week, I'm gonna get 6 feet to
Alright.
cut the dead ends off this body.
Reference to last week.
Yeah, that's that. Now, what else we got? Check it out. You don't need to hear this transition. These aren't the chords you're looking for. Obviously.
I just want to say that this meme has been brought to you by Walt Disney.
Portsmouth, if you didn't know, now you know. Maze. Look at I could tell by the saber work.
And in related news,
Mike said no. What does the bottom say? He is.
keeping the lightsaber.
Oh, that. Guys, listen here. Tip with the memes. I don't know, but you need to stick there. There's like a format. You need that white on black text, or you're lost. And it needs to be big ass Jones. It can't be 2 paragraphs of like prose.
And the standard font.
Standard font. It's impact, right?
Yeah.
There it is. Impact. Lot knowledge.
I guess.
I'm almost 100% positive.
Because it's supposed to make one.
Who is?
An impact.
Yeah, well, whoever started that, if that's the reason they did that, that's funny as shit. But I'm pretty sure that's...
No, I just made that up.
No, that was on purpose. Or synchronicity.
Volunteer.
Oh, this one, you read it. Can you see it?
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
Oh, how else are you gonna get a hotel reservation for New Year's? We never pay over face. Yo, cashortrade.org, straight up. Check them.
I wish I could bring up the good.
Guys, if you need New Year's tickets, go to cashortrade.org. You'll be able to get them for face. This is one of my favorites. If you guys have seen MSG shows in the 400s, you know. You know.
I was trying to catch you, sorry.
No, you didn't catch me shit, dude. What, catch me laughing? Dude, I'm always ready to go. I never do a rehearsal. Dude, come on, Swayze. I told you 400 at MSG suck. See you on the floor, compadre. Look at that. Yo, see you on the floor, compadre. I knew you'd be out here. I knew I'd find you out here at the 400s. See you on the floor, compadre. Doing the Keanu part. Did you guys get that? Penn Station prepares. MSG expects.
No,
Lord.
that amount of trolls expected.
Again, guys, you really need to go with the proper typography on these. Can't read them. Can't read them off the prompter. Remember when we didn't even used to have a walking? I submitted this walking my fish. I found this up and put this up. I was like, what the fuck is this? It was like so ridiculous. So I don't even know. I mean,
Is that for real though? That's
No.
Photoshop.
this is so photoshopped.
Okay.
But it was just ridiculous. It's like walking my fish, and then like there's this like ridiculous, and then there was like nothing else to say really. Like it's so ridiculous.
Well, it's
Like,
fish related, so I'll allow it.
yeah, well, yeah. Whoever put it, it was in a fishy vein. I'm pretty sure. Love seeing. Oh man, this one killed me. Literally killed me, dude. I was. I don't know if Fish has ever had an opening band. I'll have to ask my friends in the Shire when I get back to Middle Earth. Look at the girl's feet, dude. The feet is what killed me, dude. This is like ridiculous. And her inquisitive nod of her head. And the pot leaves on her lay, but definitely the feet. That with the proper typography, that would really make a statement. Loved it. Dude, where's my mic? Oh right, Squirrel95 has it, which is a reference to a previous show, which is also a reference to I mailed the mic to Squirrel95. As a fellow streamer, early on, the culture began where people were sharing equipment, because when the first streamer started, me, I'm not the very first streamer, but when I started streaming streams in this culture, people were like, yo, dude, what's wrong with this kid? He needs to like step up his game. And I was like just trying to figure it out. So what happened was some of these old school tapers started sending me gear to use on the road, and then we'd mail it to other streamers when I was not going to be at a show, and as I was traveling, you know, 09 styly. But anyway, so, you know, it started this culture where there's a lot of sharing of gear. So I was mailing these like Tascam 2 over to Squirrel95 so we could stream some shows, right? And then, so it was hard to get it back, right? Because, you know, life gets in the way, and then Hurricane Sandy, right? And so somehow it came up on last week. We had him on for the Portsmouth review. Sorry, I was running out of breath there and mouth. Anyway, this came up from old Green Crew Kid, and I thought it was great. And it is a good example of good font work. Good job. Good job, bro. And look at that. That's so funny. Look, the guy for Halloween nailed it, man, for sure. Love that shit. You get a shirt. Melts faces, changes duty diapers. Who is that? Is it Trey?
Yeah, it's Trey.
Wow, where someone's like rating his like picture album?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, guys. That's wrong.
It's a Berman.
I don't know, man. Berman, dude. I think you gone too far, bro. Like, you know, I mean, really, this is from my like, personal photo album, bro. Well, I don't want to see this shit. It's too much, man. It's too soon. The Teen Wolf meme!
Shout out to Silky!
Boom! Boom! Or should I say, boof?
It's one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Oh, definitely.
You heard about
And the Goonies, come on.
Well,
Goonies, Goonies,
The
dude.
Teen Wolf. I mean,
What about Streets of Fire?
Did
You know
hear
that movie?
There's like,
William
okay,
Dafoe,
in
Diane Lane?
Europe, they have like a whole different cut, and it's like R-rated, and there's like whole extra things that happen at the party that we've never seen before.
Shut up.
And there's a dick at the end of it.
A dick and the mashed
somebody
potatoes?
just, like, you know, like, well, they all win the game, and there's so many people in the stands. Some dude just fucking whips his dick out.
Oh, I thought you meant like a foam dick, like a number one finger.
One of the extras just fucking literally let his dick fucking just hang right out on the last day of production. Fucking opened his trench coat or whatever and fucking let it hung out, and it made it into the final cut somehow.
Okay, and so we never saw that.
No, you
and it's
can
only in
still see
Europe?
it. No, that cut is in the U.S. version. You can see the cock in all versions.
Oh, it's like one of those hidden things that you just... But it's right there in the open.
It's right there in the open.
Cock.
Mhm.
Guys, cock. Teen Wolf cock. Teen Wolf cock. If you're just tuning in, don't mind anything I said in the last 10 seconds. Except, what do you mean you haven't told anyone? What about the t-shirts that say just boof it? Boof it? You know what's funny? We had a friend in college named Boof. After her. Boof. From Teen Wolf. But nowadays,
Our
kids are really
viewers at home,
boofing it.
maybe they don't, they're not privy to the...
Google it.
Okay.
If you don't know what boofing is, definitely just look into it. I didn't know. When I found out, I was shocked. Boof. Google boof. And then run the other way. How's that for a promotion?
So, I mean, normally, like, I'll even, like, say, you know, we have to have live music culture related memes, right?
Yes.
But I'm gonna allow this because it was just Halloween, so it's timely. That makes it relevant.
Why? Because it's like Teen Wolf, like the color. Why?
Well, no, this
Oh, this one. I'm sorry. Yes.
one coming up.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's funny as fuck.
You guys are gonna love this one. Evil, pure evil. Worst Halloween decorations for a retirement home ever. Now look closely at this picture, you guys. Yeah.
Okay, so next we have it's not quite a meme.
Yeah, we don't know. We just decided this segment is just gonna morph into just like, hey, look at these fucked up pictures we found. Like some of them.
Funny stuff from Facebook.
Yeah, like stuff we found.
Okay, the weekend memes is over, and now for funny stuff on Facebook.
Okay, guys, and then we'll be calling Mike's hotline. But first, funny stuff from Facebook. Hi. Nice resume, Mr. Hendricks, but are you experienced?
And are we doing this?
Well,
Let's do it.
are you sure?
Why the?
I got. Here's the thing. All right. Well, we're last night, and if you're just tuning in again, I mentioned earlier in the show, but I want to remind everyone. Last night we had a secret show. We were doing a test run on the multi-camera shot, and we had the missing weekly dose that we missed last Monday because of Sandy, and we ran it from a secret location off base. And we read this cartoon, and the creator of the cartoon, I think, was offended because I was hesitant to read it, but I just want to assure everyone that like the reason I loved it because it's about the show and it was great, it was funny as shit, but I didn't want to read it because I felt like it was like didn't translate well to the video, you know, kind of format. But
he's laughing and other people are just saying to do it.
Yeah, so, but the thing is like a comic strip. You read it in a newspaper, but this is like a screen. So but we're going to put it up anyway.
It's HD, so they can read it.
Okay. Should we act it out like last time or just
Yeah.
let them read it?
No, act it out.
Alright, I just can't see it so good. Let me take my shades off, Charlie.
Alright, I'll be Lucy, you be Linus.
Okay.
Fish isn't touring right now. I must remain dialed in. I can watch the weekly dose on Monday. Huh? It's a show for hardcore Fish fans. I'm gonna trade as many pins as possible via the postal service.
You're nuts! Nuts! Ridiculous! Dose?
Dose.
Can I get a pen?
Lot knowledge. It's downtime when you're not on tour. TheShowOfLife.com. Little strips brought to you by Robert Champion.
Which, if you guys don't know, he's the homeboy, he's the broby behind Sloping Companion. SlopingCompanion.com. Hey, ho, ha, ha, hey, to camera. Oh, sorry for the rustle. Sometimes you gotta hustle for the rustle. What was the quote? Alright, well, thank you, Mr. Champion. Love the strip, my friend. Sometimes you gotta rustle for the hustle. So, what are we talking about? Oh, you guys want to know something? Special announcement. Okay. We've been talking about it for a long time. But the time has finally come and gone for us to have our first very own debut pin. What, you ask yourself? Oh my god. Show of Life pin. Show of L. Because I was talking to our homeboy over at AntFarms.com. There's been this has been a good relationship, you know, Show of L and Ant Farms. And since he knows about pins, I was like, yo, what up? We need to put out our first pin. So we're working on that, and hopefully we'll have it. Just kidding. There's a lot of hair up in here. Hopefully we'll have it before New Year. So that's late breaking news. But now, right now, what we're really talking about is it's that time of the day. What time of the day, you ask? Hold on, let me look. Look, don't. Guys, look over here while I look over here. Oh, just kidding. No, we're gonna AFfarms.com. We take pin making to a whole another level. We'll be putting out a pin. It'll be great. It'll be double backed, double diamond studded. We are gonna do the 24 karat gold pin, but we figured this would be an intermediary step to raise the funds. But next, we'll be calling Mike's hotline to stay true to what's going down. We missed last week's, huh? Did any fan get a recording of that? Can we get that? Did you guys still call, or were you lazy and waited for us to do it? I don't know. Let's give Mike a good old-fashioned ring-a-ding-doodle. Hey, Mikey. Let's do it, right? All right, let's go. Okay, there we go. Let's hear it, Mike. Stand me from
Oh yeah. I didn't go for feedback this time. Yeah, thanks for calling online. Don't have any questions at Dunbar. I would like to, but I don't. I haven't. Frank Zappa. In high school? Yeah, right. One person said, looking back at 22-year-old Mike, would I want to emulate some of my musicianship from back then? I mean, I think the present moment. Sometimes I listen back and I think, it's cool how I bounced up and down the neck more. I don't like it. I like it being now, you being who I am. How do you like you? If you could choose, you 12 years from now, you 400 years back in a previous life, I don't know, catch it.
This mailbox is full and cannot accept additional messages. Your call is important, so please try.
I'm actually scared that I'm going to have to say something. What would I say? What was I going to say? I was going to go for the 400-year-old me. That was where I was headed. In previous life. What about you, Taper? No comment. Okay. I will say that it's hard. I hope you guys could hear it good at home because I try to hold the phone up into the mic, but for me it's hard to hear, so we're going to work on that more. Alright. So, the Cressman interview's off the table. Sorry, kids. We got the memes, Mike Hotline, and the newest, latest, and greatest. What do we got coming up? Yo, November 12th. Oh my goodness. I forgot to tell you. Reba Reporter, Taper 421, yours truly, Jason Wigman. We're going to be taking Brooklyn by storm November 12th. Stay tuned to our Twitter hashtag Show of L. That's pound, Show of L. Stay tuned because we're taking Brooklyn by storm live. Stay tuned to the hashtag so you'll know where we're at. We're going to be releasing the coordinates on Twitter. Straight GPS coordinates for a musical event. If you tune in, you will find us there live, November 12th. I almost forgot, homie. So, that's how real we keep it. Now let me just go off on some tangents, real. November 12th, get it through your skull. It's I hate to point this out, but what day is tonight, kid?
Oh, November 12th is a Back to the Future date. It's the day that Marty McFly went back to the future.
Don't. So guys, maybe we have something under our sleeve. We have the flux, the good old garden cart, and all the attractions. We'll bring Lady Gaga with us over here. We don't have a name for that mask yet, so maybe we'll call it Lady Gaga. And a cast of characters, and we'll be releasing coordinates. You guys will know. It's this hybrid. I mean, what is it? It's the weekly dose. See, because the weekly dose happens on November 12th, but we'll also be taking Brooklyn by storm on November 12th, releasing the coordinates to a musical event in Brooklyn. And we'll be there live reporting from the scene to get you like up to the minute, just details on what's going on. So that's how real we keep it. And that is the building block of how we're gonna build our new show, which I said earlier is in Brooklyn, right? So now you're seeing the full circle, the cosmic circle of the beer, bad breath, gum. Beer, bad breath, gum. The cosmic circle. Gotta recognize. That's the metaphor. So you're seeing it live on the air. November 12th. 1 week from today. Now, in that time, we're going to prepare. We're going to get our Natalie Cressman interview together. We're going to get the package. We're going to get it tightened up. We're going to plan for the New Year's run. We're going to be setting up with our new members of the team. We're getting Show of L lighters. We'll be coming up with some crazy contests. I already gave away an official FishTube shirt last night on the Missing Dose, the secret show. Hope you tuned in for that. But there'll be more cash and prizes. That's right, I said it, cash and prizes coming at you soon. So stay tuned. Like, to the room, like the waistband of a Fruit of a Loom. Right, Tabor? No. What are we going to go out on Aloha? Can we do that? Is that possible? Tight?
But we're not
don't have
Aloha anymore, are we?
No. I don't know. What are we doing now? I feel like we're heading... Oh. Should we split the Richter? Guys, we're moving Cincy. Because If we really have a nice piece, if we had that silky footage, I mean silky, come on.
Well, we'll hit it next week because we had the SOP,
Right.
Christmas to cover.
Right.
So.
No, we will. We'll hit it. Are we gonna air the? What? How are we gonna? All right, we'll figure that out later. Date, but November 12th, guys. Next week's gonna be a big show for us on location, Brooklyn. Come out, come support us, bring balloons, bring lots of helium balloons. That's what I feel, that like if we the more helium balloons we have at this event this weekend or this Monday, November 12th in Brooklyn, where we'll be releasing the coordinates of these helium balloons, will be great. November 12th. It's gonna be sick.
Helium balloons?
Yeah, helium balloons.
The kind that float in the air.
Yeah, I want to have big bushels of them walking around. I want everyone to be. I want to be handing them to people.
Okay, well, make sure you tell these people that you're not like winking.
No, actual balloons. Helium with helium
like,
in them floating
no
in the
wink.
air. No wink. No, I'm sorry. A little naive sometimes. Some of our audience members might think I'm just referring to some type of cultural reference. No, seriously. Helium balloons with helium in them floating like up in the air. They hand out to people. I just think that would be funny. If you'd like to also... Never mind. Okay. Tabor worries a lot, and then he brings up these weird, obscure, like 1 in a million scenarios that actually may have... There's a reality that they may happen. One of the probable realities is that that one might happen. It's like what you wouldn't think, but... I can't, sometimes I can't argue with that. I mean, he's right. You guys could have been thinking something different. For real. And worse. But, so, helium balloons in there, carrying them around. We'll take care of the balloons. Don't bring any balloons. Don't forget I mentioned any balloons. There won't be... The only balloons that will be at this event will be the balloons that we bring, unless you bring some balloons. That's your own balloon business. I don't want to know nothing about any balloons. Okay. But I do want to bring my own helium balloons. I feel like it will attract attention to us. I feel like since we're breaking into a new market, as you guys know, I mean, this is the conduit to what we're doing. So this weekly dose, just a little update of what we're doing. So here we go. Where we going? I used to go to fish shows. We used to do this and talk to people. Then we went over here. Now we're talking Natalie Cressman. We're talking McLovins. We're getting real. We're getting outside that. Any genre, any location, we're breaking free. We might even wind up in Chicago with a little help. Which massive amounts of planning and a little bit of help would go a long way. But we can't even get to that. So the bottom line is, what I'm really trying to say is that whatever we do, we don't want to steal too much time from the faulty plan. Where are we at, Taper? What next?
The call show.
Do the late night call-in show?
Yeah, we
Had
got
a
quite a
point
few
on this.
viewers, so
We did?
yeah. Why don't we take a little break, and we'll
Well,
be back.
nice. Yeah, I liked it better. Like, you know, guys, when there's too much pressure, I feel like we have no more material to go through. So, but if you just want me to hang out and talk a bunch of shit. Oh, who was asking if the person in the chat room asking about me playing guitar is still in there? Maybe I'll play that guitar over there when we come back, if they're still there. Was it Ustream 4040? Something.
Alright.
All right, guys. Weekly dose again, a great one, right? This is
Maybe
glitchy.
I'll play the Natalie Cressman show behind the graphic while we chill out. And then
Oh,
we'll be back.
while it's still live but not
Yeah.
recording.
just the audio.
Yeah, that would be sick. That'd be sick. Here, and we're gonna go out, guys. If I just just so you notice, all you need to notice is like deep references. Now the Phoenix is gone. We feel like we were still in a transitional period, but now I feel like we're rising. Oh, we rose up from the ashes. We've shed that. We've molted that skin of ours, that charred skin. But I think that's fresh, with fresh new skins, like eggs, the little eggs in the nest, that are hatchlings. And we're going from just like the symbolism's deep. I mean, we're going just from the few to the many. And the army is forming, the soldiers, the show of life soldier army. Not in a militarily referenced, but it's for real. So. Anyway,
Why don't you, use your remote.
use the remote on the out.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Just hit the power button.
I'm just gonna hit the power button, guys, and then we're gonna go. But then we're gonna play a little more Natalie Cressman from the live recording. Come back for the late night call-in show. Taper seems to think you guys want to stick around, so if you want to, then let's do this.